I always get asked the question, how am I able to be so successful on TikTok Shop? The number one reason is I'm able to constantly go viral. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint that I use to constantly go viral day after day and how you can implement the exact same strategies for you to increase your sales on TikTok Shop selling. And yes, keep in mind, I am very freaking good at doing this. Here's an update on my new shop right here. We launched it literally less than 2 weeks ago. We've done over $16,000 in the past week. Just today, it is 9 o'clock right now in the morning, so we're at $1,400 for today. Gained some progress, and as you can see, what you're gonna notice here, let me go back to the week data right here. You're gonna notice that all this is from in-house content. If I go to affiliate GMV, only out of the $16,000 I made this past week, $200 of that have came from affiliate. The rest of it is from in-house content. And if I switch over, if you don't believe me, if we go over to the shop ads tab, you'll notice that we aren't running a single ad. It's all organic in-house content. So when I mention that this stuff actually works, that this blueprint is actually for real, just check this out. I mean, this is real results right here. No ads, all organic content. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Sean Ryder. I've done over 1 billion views on social media. 100 million of that came from TikTok Shop, and that is all faceless content. So this is all the screenshots from 2024. So a total of 72 million came from just TikTok Shop in 2024, the rest of that from 2023. And I'm able to constantly go viral with this exact same blueprint. This was a screenshot taken literally 30 minutes ago. I took 2.2 million views in the past week, and we were able to do $16,000 with 2.2 million views. The first step is understanding TikTok's algorithm and how it actually operates so that you can create the best content to optimize its algorithm. So when you post a video, it goes through multiple phases. So it goes through the testing phase. This is the first 200 to 300 views of the video. TikTok is looking to see if they should show your video to more people. It looks at engagement amongst those people. So basically it goes to the engagement, scoring, velocity, and push. What they're looking for in the engagement is a couple things. They are looking for the likes, the comments, shares, saves. Do they actually watch till the end? Those are super important things, especially that watch till the end. And especially for TikTok Shop seller, they're looking for how many add to carts and how many purchases that your video gets. Think about it this way. TikTok wants to make money. They're going to push that video in front of more people if it actually converts. So it goes through these phases. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll go through like the 1 to 200, or go to 2 to 300, and it'll go to the 5 to 10,000, 10,000, 25,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100. It just keeps going up and up and up until you get to, hopefully mega viral, you go over 100 million views. And you have to understand that TikTok wants two things in this world. They want to keep people on the app addicted because they make money. And they also want to make money, of course. And when they make money from the app purchases and people being on the platform. They make money from running ads or having users like us on the seller side and other brand owners run ads. So they want to keep people on the app. So your video needs to serve TikTok in that way. You need to, most importantly, serve the people of TikTok, these brain dead, brain rotted PSYOP users who are just so addicted to this platform. So how do you do that? We are trying to create content. We're trying to create entertainment. We're not trying to create ads. Let me be clear. We are not making ads. We are creating content. Ads don't go viral. Entertainment goes viral. So content that entertains and catches people off guard of the fact that this is an ad in disguise is how we print money on TikTok Shop. And once we've created so much entertainment, we've built so much buildup in our video, at the very end, we have a CTA where we actually sell them the product. So the first and most important part of any video that is ever posted to TikTok is a hook. Any video that you've ever seen viral has a hook. Whether that creator knows it or not, it has a hook. It's the most important part. This is typically the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video. And there's multiple type of hooks out there. There's so many out there. Here are a couple that can be all applied into one type of hook, but these are a couple of the biggest ones that we see on TikTok Shop seller doing really well. First off is something that has a bold opening. It has to be so strong that it catches people like, wow, what am I watching right here? Another one is a relatability type of hook. I love the videos that are in FaceTime mode where it almost feels like you're talking to the person over FaceTime. You have to be able to relate to that person in some sort of way. So sometimes we see a lot of videos of people who kind of match the look of the product that they're selling. There's this guy, his name is Beans, and his account is goofiest.goober, and he sells a lot of different types of products, a lot of supplements, and he literally looks like a conspiracy theorist, like his beard and everything. And he's so relatable to the people who are actually purchasing these products, who are actual, like they like the conspiracy theory kind of stuff. So that's why he's able to do so well. It's relatable to that viewer. You can also, there's so many other things, like if you're selling a dog product, you want to make sure you have a dog in a video and have your dog doing something. It's relatable. Next is something that's visually appealing. If you just have if you're videoing some product, product. And it's dark, it's shadowy, it doesn't look really good. TikTok doesn't like it when your videos are dark. It's not aesthetically pleasing. If it's blurry, so make sure you're shooting in 4K 60 on your iPhone. You don't want to stand out. Another thing too, you don't want to create a whole different type of look than when people are looking for. The text on the screen, the caption, everything has to be similar. And then visually appealing, it all puts into that one category. Next is something that's fast paced. You want something quick. You want to get the point across in your hook immediately. You want people to understand what is actually being sold to me. What is this video is actually about in the first couple of seconds. You want to make sure you get to the point pretty quickly and actually catch people off guard. Authenticity. It is so important to be authentic in your tone and the text that you're writing. You almost want to be like, hey, you don't want to come off as too cheesy. You want to fit your narrative. You don't want to sound like you're not someone that you aren't. Curiosity. This is so important. You have to drive curiosity in the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video because it's going to play a part in the retainage, the meat and potatoes, what we're going to talk about in just a second. The curiosity is so important for you to grab attention and keep people watching, because if it doesn't, people are just going to swipe right past your post. And when they do that, your engagement goes down. You have to drive people to keep watching your video. Moving on to credibility, you have to be in a credible spot, maybe from an authority figure. I have a couple of examples of this in a second, but you want to show that you actually are an expert in whatever you're about to talk about. If you are, people are going to listen to you. Just think about like a teacher or some news anchor. Those things, people want to watch it because they're credible people. The exact same thing goes when you're creating content. There are different types of hooks, like I mentioned, but that is one angle to play a part in your hook. So here's an example of a really good hook. This product, a little backstory, is Urban Magic, blown up on TikTok Shop. They're marketing it as nature's Ozempic. It's for fat loss. Let's hop straight into the video and see what it's all about.
Has anyone else seen the video of this woman who said she's down 4 pant sizes because of this nature's Ozempic drink that she found? I saw this.
So that hook right there is one that is an authority figure, drives relatability. It looks like we're on FaceTime with her. She adjusts her tone perfectly to examine people, to drive curiosity. Have you heard of this woman who lost all this weight because she was trying this nature's Ozempic? Like, that is driving so much curiosity. People are like, whoa. How did she do that? And now, I don't know about you guys, but I literally want to watch this video more. What is this product? Everything like that. What is she talking about? What is she taking? That's exactly what did this video so well, is it drives so much curiosity. People are like, whoa, what is this product? The next video we're going to talk about here is an authority figure type of video. It's the digestive enzymes, basically help with bloating. This doctor is so good. Maybe he's a doctor, maybe he's not. We see a lot of acting on TikTok Shop, but this guy does a really good job of driving people to keep watching throughout the videos. Let's take a look.
So if your pooch looks like this or this, you're not fat. You just have bad digestive health. And having bad digestive health.
Right there. If your pooch looks like this or this, that means you have bad digestive health. He's directly calling out people who look like that. And there's a lot of people out there that look like that. So when you call people out in a certain way like that, you're immediately keeping those people watching to the end of this video. And that's exactly what he was able to do. Another thing too, I mean, he literally looks like a doctor. I don't even know what that thing's called that he's on his head, but he's in his office there. He's got the coat on. He looks like an authoritative figure. And people are going to immediately start to listen to what he's talking about because he looks the part. The next hook right here we're going to talk about is a relatability problem type of hook. You'll see that he presents the problem that other people have, and that he just plugs this product in. It's Auto Sky. It's this little adapter you put into your car, and you can basically watch Netflix or any sort of movie on your display. So let's take a look at this one.
I want to watch Netflix. I either stick my phone here or I'll put it like that. And it usually falls. I found this thing that lets you watch YouTube. And
so the hook that he used was, if I want to watch Netflix, I put the phone here or I put it there. And he has it shown falling. It shows the relatability in a problem. Just think about me, like when I'm on long car drives, I do the exact same thing. I put my phone there, I put my phone there in order to watch a video. He does the exact same thing, shows the problem, and it's relatable. And the way that he talks about in the video, it's very convincing. The tone that he uses is not very powerful or very salesy. He says, this is just what I do. And it just is an issue every single time. And he's immediately going in and tagging the product, which is really awesome. So the next video we're going to talk about is also a problem type of hook, but he also evokes curiosity by showing so many different products and seeing which one's actually the best one. It's this little purifier right here. Let's just hop straight in the video and see what it's all about.
If you've purchased small air purifiers off the TikTok Shop and you're like this lady and you still can't breathe, let me explain to you why. So just for a quick...
So the way that he goes after this hook is that if you've purchased anything like this on TikTok Shop before, like this lady, me laying next, this is a reply video, this is another thing we'll talk about later, me laying next to my tiny purifier and still can't breathe. What he shows is like all these different purifiers, and he's saying this is a problem, please don't get scammed. He's evoking some sort of emotion, being scammed. And that is another thing, when you can evoke that emotion, it's so important to do so because it creates relatability. People are emotional beings, and when we can evoke emotion and we can drive curiosity, we're going to keep people watching through this entire video. And the emotion that we're feeling right now is we don't want to get scammed, so I better watch this video till the very end and see which product's actually the best one to get. Now I always get questions, how do I actually sell a product that doesn't have a whole lot of selling points? How do I create a hook that there's not a whole lot to really go after? And this is where it's so important to create a really good hook. And it's really not that difficult. Here's a really good example of a t-shirt. Like, you can create a really good hook with a t-shirt. It's a creative thrift store style, anticipation style. You're trying to keep people watching through and past the first 3 seconds. So let's just watch this video. I'm going to show you exactly what the thrift store style for t-shirts, POD type of designs are doing really well on TikTok Shop right now. The hook right there is POV you thrift the funniest t-shirt ever. Now, if I was to pause the video right here at 2 seconds, you wouldn't know what the product was. We're looking at POV you thrift the funniest t-shirt ever. He's keeping people through the first 3 seconds of the video because he hasn't displayed the t-shirt yet. You don't want to just present your product right off the bat. You want to have some sort of anticipation showing the product eventually, right? And he does this by literally showing he's in a thrift store. He's in the setting of people who want to actually be thrifting, buying funny t-shirts. And then he eventually shows that product being brought up. But that hook right now, POV you thrift the funniest t-shirt ever. It's also relatable. POV, I love doing, any sort of text on screen, black outline, white text. This is a standard text on TikTok with one emoji. You don't want to go overboard with the emojis because it just looks a little bit cringy. But he does such a good job of grabbing anticipation through the first couple seconds of the video, and then eventually, boom, your product's right there. And the last one here I'm going to talk about is also another t-shirt, because I know t-shirts are really big on TikTok Shop, especially on the funnier t-shirt type of side. There is a promise right at the beginning of this video you're going to notice, and he keeps people watching through the entire thing, because actually this hook is more than 3 seconds. I mean, you read the text and that's the hook, but actually the hook is like 13 seconds long, and that's why this video got so pumped out, because the retainage was so well. But anyway, let's hop right into it.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And
that hook right there was so good. Day 8 of making the hardest shirt imaginable. And it's literally showing him photoshopping the shirt. It looks very natural. Like, it looks like we're actually seeing the process of this whole thing happening. And we're also so curious. I mean, I paused it. You might be curious to see what it actually looks like, right? Because he's able to drive all these different layers on Photoshop, putting the layers together, filtering by the seen and unseen, and putting the product together. So we're seeing the before, and we're seeing that there's a promise. Day 8 of making the hardest t-shirt imaginable. And we haven't even seen a t-shirt yet, but we're going to keep watching it because we want to see the t-shirt. So when you can grab curiosity and when you can keep people past 3 seconds of your video, that is the definition of a brilliant hook. Now, moving on, we're going to go into the meat and potatoes of the video. This is where you're going to try to retain the viewer as long as humanly possible. It's typically around the 4 to 40 seconds of a video. Of course, this is all very situational. Some videos are 15 seconds long, some are 2 minutes long, but this is where you're going to explain the benefits of the product, typically some before and afters showing the problem and the solution of whatever problem that they're dealing with, attacking a pain point and presenting the solution. You're going to also show the product in use. You're going to do it by doing storytelling. A lot of people are doing skits, although those aren't the best converting videos right now, but they go inherently viral because there's just so much to talk about in there. But keep in mind, through this entire process, we're trying to create entertainment. We're not trying to create an ad. We're not trying to sell at this point. We're just trying to explain what this product does throughout this entire video. Let's hop into a couple examples here of some really good meat and potatoes that explains the product while also keeping people engaged the entire time. So the first video that we have up right here is this little security camera that you mount onto your window. It shoots out, and then it goes into actually showing the result of what it does and everything like that. So let's hop straight into the video, look at the meat and potatoes.
This is a literal security alarm system on the window. It sits right on the window, and look at the coverage it gets. It's 2K resolution. You can snap pictures on it. You can even record without the SD card if you don't want to use it. No worries. You guys can see right here, just sits right there on the window with a special lens, and it's on sale for free shipping right here down the.
That video, it just felt super natural in the way that he talks, the tone, shows the product. You don't need an SD card, and it goes straight to your iPhone. You can see the quality, you can see the cord. He just talks about, the basics of what the product does. And he does it in a way that's just very natural. It's like you're on FaceTime with your friend. He's able to point to all the parts of the product, which is really good too. It keeps people attention when you're moving through there. And one thing to think about when you're doing these videos is, like, he only did his 19 seconds long. Of course, he could talk about this product for the next minute and just keep yapping about it. But what you're trying to do is you want to condense as much information in the shortest video as possible, because retainage wins. When you can keep people throughout your entire video, which means more TikTok's going to push that video out. So doing it in 19 seconds, cramming in as much information as possible, speaking quickly, showing through all the benefits, showing everything that the viewer needs to know as fast as possible is so important to getting the video across and understanding that this viewer knows exactly what this product is all about. The next video here we're going to talk about is this little cross necklace. She does a really good job just showing the product off. She's in FaceTime mode again, just very relatable in the way that she talks, and she's telling how it's so cute and everything like that, emotional driven. Let's hop straight into the video.
The viral cross necklace with a crown around it is finally back in stock. I don't know how you guys sell this out every single time I talk about it, but you do. I have so many people that have been wanting to get their hands on this necklace, and they always ask me in my videos what necklace I'm wearing. So I will be tagging it in this video for you guys. It is the prettiest, sparkliest cross with a crown around it. Like, how freaking cute is that? It has a very dainty chain, and then the pendant is like really sparkly. It really stands out. It's beautiful. I get so many compliments on this necklace. The quality is so good for the price. I've had it for months and it has not tarnished. It has not made my neck green. I just love cross necklaces so much. It makes me so happy to wear a cross around my neck. And this one is just like extra special because it has a crown on it, and I just love it so much. I will be tagging it in this video for those of you that want to pick it.
So she does such a good job of talking about why she loves this cross necklace so much. She's talking to someone that looks like her, another blonde woman who loves wearing cross necklaces, thinks it's really cute, and loves getting a good deal. And she's able to present all those things to the right viewer, all in a very good way, just showing a lot of emotion, the tone that she talks about. Also, another thing that she does really good is she just has fast cuts. She doesn't talk for more than 5 to 8 seconds of a video without a cut. You don't even notice it because it's just so natural. She chops it up so that there's engagement the entire time. People aren't scrolling past. My general rule of thumb for doing meat and potatoes is the Mr. Beast style. Mr. Beast, he's said publicly how he goes consistently viral is he doesn't like to have a segment of a video more than 4 to 5 seconds without something big happening, whether it's a cut, whether it's a big transition, whether it's a color change, whether there's a bunch of movement happening in the video. So when you're doing your video, short form content especially, you need to make sure that you're keeping people on their toes the entire time, because people are just brain rot doom scrolling. People are just scrolling through these videos so fast. You have to get the point across really quickly. You don't want any dead space in your video. You always want to keep people engaged the entire time and keep them brain rotted in that low alpha state, right? This is the part where people are just, they're so dumb. Like, you want to keep people so locked in on these videos. Now, Nathan & Sons is just a huge, massive brand on TikTok Shop. They're doing this underbrush. It's a remineralizing gum. They do such a good job of talking about the benefits in such a monotone voice. They're selling to that older demographic of people who want to keep their tooth better and more remineralized, and they want to know synthetic ingredients, stuff like that. So they talk all about it, and the videos that they use is so aesthetic and so interesting. Of course, if you're doing a gum company, you definitely want to copy this, but the information that they're going to talk about can be applied to any type of product, showing the benefits, showing the problem, showing the solution, and just going through the entire video with so much ease and have lots of cuts. So let's check out this video.
This is your first time seeing us. I launched a chewing gum company in 2024 with a few $1,000s after realizing the gum I was chewing every day was made of plastic. It wasn't some big plan. I was miserable, stuck in a job I hated, and searching for something that gave me purpose. Then I got hit with the worst toothache of my life, and that pain completely flipped my world upside down. I went down the rabbit hole and found out chewing gums used to be made from real tree saps with natural benefits. So I set out to create Underbrush, the first remineralizing chewing gum with ingredients that are actually good for your teeth. Since then, it's been the hardest thing I've ever done. I've worked 12 to 15-hour days, 7 days a week for the last year, and I've missed moments with my family that I'll never get back. Machines break, systems break, hell, even people break. I've definitely had my fair share of days where I felt like giving up. But somehow, we made it this far. We're still figuring it out, but it's grown faster than I could ever imagine. I'm so excited for what's to come. Follow us to see how it all plays.
So one thing that this guy does so good is that it's so emotional. You hear his whole story, the storytelling of how he was working a job. He saw that gum had plastic in it, and he talks about he went out to build this business to help people out. It has all these organic ingredients, and he makes all the product, and he has so many cuts in this video showing the benefits of the product, how he actually makes it. And if you're creating your own product, you can do the exact same thing. Even if you don't, if you have just some t-shirt business, you can go out there and find videos of people making t-shirts, and or just like videos of just random t-shirts or all these boxes, something like that. You can create a story, but whenever you can create emotion by telling your story and really keeping people emotionally engaged into the problems that you're dealing with in your business, it just seems very organic, authentic, and everything like that. So just an amazing meat and potatoes that this video demonstrated. Moving on here, this is the AI voice generated seller story. So he uses AI voice generated. 11 Labs is what he uses, the Adam voice in 11 Labs. This has been my bread and butter, this voice generator, but this product Loaded is a laundry sheet. It's a cologne scented laundry sheet. It's really good, really cool product. And what they're able to do is they talk about the seller's story. They talk about how they made it and how the journey of everything. And so it kind of adds on to Underbrush and how they were able to blow up that video. But it's just, you're so emotionally connected and you'd be like, wow, whoever thought about this product? So let's just hop straight into the video.
6 months ago, I had an epiphany. Men's closets and the clothes that come with them always just smell bland. Guys have no choice but to use the most expensive colognes to smell masculine. So I decided to create a product. Started with a design. Crafted it to be bold and luxurious to show its elegance. Then finished it off with a catchy brand name. Then I found a manufacturer that could work with me to construct my first scent, African sandalwood, that exudes a rich, warm, and woody aroma. And after 6 months, the first order has arrived. So as of today, I am proud to announce that Loaded has officially launched, offering men everywhere a new standard in how confidence and masculinity can be brought with them anywhere, at any time.
This video is just really cool. It shows the products out there that people want to use cologne, and no one's came out with a cologne scent laundry detergent. It shows how he created the design, and he shows all the formulations, found a supplier, went through all these iterations of different types of sheets with different scents, and he came out with this product, African Sandalwood. And what he's able to do is he talks about the emotion, the warm, woody sense of everything, and presenting the problem, having so many clips. And one thing that he does really good as well is he has an AI voice generated video, which is so addicting. Don't ask me why, because it's just crazy. People on this app, they love this voice, Adam's voice in 11 Labs. If you're going to use any AI voice, this voice is the one that converts so well. Also, another thing too is what he does is one singular word text. So in CapCut, he just has these single text coming up, and then he'll have some bigger ones when there's like more of a monologue happening, a sentence. But for the most part, he just uses one word captions. And something about that just is very natural. It's very traditional on TikTok, and people like it. It's not too wordy. It keeps people engaged. So if you're going to do auto captions, use the one word captions in CapCut. Overall, I love the AI voice generated videos. They convert so well, keeps people around the entire time, and you don't have to talk in front of your camera. It takes literally 10 seconds to get it done. So the last video we're going to talk about here is NeuroGum, the revenge of NeuroGum. Basically, the video talks about how Shark Tank, it didn't get passed on Shark Tank, and then he plugs the product. But it does a really good job of keeping people engaged the entire time, exhibiting the story of how NeuroGum started, blew up, got bigger and bigger. And that's why this video kept people around the entire time, is to get to see that story of NeuroGum.
I'll give you $1 million for 20%. It's a flyer. I think your valuation is stinky poo-poo. It's ridiculous. But I like the premise of the business. I prefer the vertical aspect to it, that you found your market. That business alone could be good. Here's my offer. I'll give you $750. I want 50 cents in royalties off every unit till I recoup $1 million. And I want the 5% equity now. Oh, my Lord.
Oh. I don't think we can take your deal, Kevin.
You're making a big mistake, my friend. Guys, thank you very much.
Both offers weren't quite what we were looking for. When we didn't get that valuation, we knew the right decision was to walk away. Know your worth.
I'll tell people about some stuff that I have no affiliation with. NeuroGum is one of them. We always keep NeuroGum in the studio. We go through 4 or 5 fucking boxes of that stuff.
And NeuroGum really works?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh wow.
It's got theanine in it and caffeine and a couple other things, and what it does is it enhances your memory. It enhances your brain's ability to form sentences. Whoa, I don't want any fogginess. I want to be like locked in.
I know Mr. Wonderful's been crying because today NeuroGum is worth over $60 million. These right here are vastly different than the gum you're used to. Neuro's been able to grow so big because they're taking down the supplement industry, the coffee industry, the energy drink industry, and the gum industry all at once. Inside this baby, you're going to find 3 special ingredients: natural caffeine, L-theanine, and B vitamins. And of course, without all the BS that you find in energy drinks. If you've never taken theanine with caffeine, you're missing out. Because when you combine these together, it's shown to be much more effective for focus and energy than just caffeine. If you're always tired and can't focus, this is going to be a game changer. Imagine all the benefits of your favorite energy drink without all the BS ingredients. Another reason NeuroGum is so successful is that it's 1/10 the price. Instead of spending $5 on a coffee, you can get 54 pieces of NeuroGum off the TikTok shop for just over $20.
So this video right here did so good of presenting how NeuroGum progressed. It started out at, they're in debt, $167,000. It goes through all the emotions. At the very beginning, success is the best revenge. They turned down $1 million, 2021. And when you put the timeline of 2021, and we're in 2025 here, we know that there's going to be something. There's something in the middle there, and that's why people are watching through the retainage. And we can see how their progressing. You know, now they're, you know, worth 3 million, then 25 million, and then now they're where they're at today, where they're making a bunch of money and printing with NeuroGum. And he talks about all the products created by scientists, healthy for your brain and body. He has those bold text at the top with the auto captions from TikTok right there at the bottom, presenting all these case studies from all the results that they've had, third-party lab tested, everything like that. And that's why this video did so good through meat and potatoes, presenting the problem, presenting the solution, telling the story. This video converted so well because he was able to put so much into this meat and potatoes that converts once he gets to the call to action. And that leads us to the last part of creating a viral video, the CTA. This is the call to action where we're actually going to sell the product, but not really. This is typically the last 5 to 15 seconds of the video where we're going to present the solution of their problem, which is our product. We're of course selling, but we're also not really selling. Sell but don't sell. You're going to want to do this by promoting the discount. You're going to want to promote the free shipping if you're offering it. Most importantly, you want to play into the psychology of the viewer and invoke FOMO, the fear of missing out. So let's move into the 4 factors of impulse. This is the most important things that you can do to implement into your call to actions to make sure that you can convert viewers of your video to customers of your product. So the first one is the fear of loss. People are scared to miss out on a deal or a product that actually helps them or adds value. Us as humans are very fearful type of people. We're afraid of missing out on a big deal. So when you can present that problem and when you can resolve that with a solution, which is our product, that is where we're going to tackle on the fear of loss. Moving along is urgency. And this is something that you've probably seen before in many ads, a lot of other TikTok shop content, is you want to give them a time frame to buy and you want to create so much urgency that they have to get it right there. There's a difference between savers and buyers. The last thing that you want as a seller creating viral content is to have a video blow up and not convert. You don't want to have people see the product and be like, hey, that's a cool product, I'm going to add it to my cart. Or maybe they're just going to save the video. That's the worst thing that you do because that person got engagement. TikTok knows its algorithm that that person's interested in that product, and the next affiliate or other seller that's selling your exact same product is going to convert on your lack of ability to create urgency. So what we're trying to do in the urgency is we're trying to give them a time frame to buy. 1 day left. Flash sale ends tonight. Only 20 in stock, selling out quickly. These are all things that keep people a time frame like, hey, you need to get it right now while it's still on sale. You get in the bottom left hand screen of your video. There's only 30 left in stock. It's selling out quickly. Everyone wants it. Don't want to miss it. The fear of missing out is involved as well as the urgency is so factored into that call to action. The third factor of impulse is the Jones effect. Keeping up with the Jones. People want things that other people have. People want to be a part of a trend. No one wants to be kind of like the odd person out. We as humans kind of like to stick together with other people. Just think about like clothing brands. Why are clothing brands successful? How are popular artists successful? They're able to tackle people's emotions and get people so clumped together to be a part of a fad or a trend. So when you're in your call to action, when you're talking about your product, you want to show that other people are really liking this product. Everyone is flocking to buy this product. Everyone is trying to get this, but they just keep selling out. When you can talk about that in your CTA, in your call to action, when you're selling your product, you're going to play into the psychology of a viewer and us as humans who always want to be a part of a fad and always want what other people have. And the fourth and last factor of impulse is indifference. You want to come off as authentic. You want to sound like you don't care if they buy the product or not. You want to be authentic in a way it's like you're just trying to help them out. You're not salesy. People buy from people that they like and trust. So people will buy from you because it seems like you're not trying to sell them a product. So what you want to do in your call to action is just try and help them share your experience of how you really love this product and it worked really good for you. And if they want to buy it, they can check out the link in the description. You left it down there for them. So let's check out some examples of some super impactful, super clever CTAs I was able to find that combine all these 4 factors of impulse into a CTA to play the psychology of the user to turn them into a buyer. This first one here is the fear of losing out on a deal. It's these Crocs right here. This video got 5.49 million views and generated over $46,000 in revenue. Really popular video. Some of these other videos I'm going to show you are even crazier, but let's just take a look at this first video right here.
So many different color options. I was genuinely overwhelmed. And as far as sizing goes, like all Crocs, these run a little bit big. So I would recommend going down at least 1 size from whatever you wear regularly. If you know Crocs, you know that the most common sizes are always the first to go. So if you want to get a pair before your size is gone, I'll put the link to where I got these in the bottom left for you.
So his call to action is, if you know about Crocs, the most popular sizes are always going out of stock. So if they're still in stock, go check out the link down in the description. Maybe they still have your size. He's able to present the problem as, hey, like these things, you know, their sizes go in and out really quickly. If their size is still there, you should get it while you still can. It creates so much FOMO. Like, hey, I don't want to miss out on this deal right now. That has this deal right now. These things are super sick. I need to get it right now. That FOMO, fear of missing out, is why people are purchasing product and why this video converts so well. Moving on to these little insoles that you put in your shoes. This video got 4.72 million million views and generated over $66,000 in revenue. And what he did so well is he added so much urgency. The best part about this video and this product right here, it's on sale. Let's check out this video.
They feel really good, but the best part is you can get them while they're on sale for only $20 right now. They have been selling like crazy right now, and some of the sizes keep selling out. So if you want to grab them while they're cheap, I'll leave that link down below so you can go check them out.
So his call to action was, the best part is this is only $20 right now. And these things are selling out like crazy. They're selling like hotcakes. They've, the sizes go out of stock really quickly. I'm going to leave the cheapest link down here in the bottom left-hand screen of your video to get one. If it's still in stock, it's right there. So what he's able to do so well is create urgency, be indifferent about it, be authentic about like, hey, this thing sells out really quickly. And he's able to say like, hey, get this right here in the TikTok shop. You don't want to miss out on this deal. And he provides so much urgency by saying this flash sale is happening right now. Boom, call to action, great converting video. So the next video right here is one that's more of the Jones effect. It's everyone has been flocking to get these. They're selling like hotcakes. He's basically explained that everyone has been trying to get these things, but they're selling out really quickly. Get them right now. So let's just hop straight into the video. Really smooth call to action. Got 1.51 million views, $33,000 in revenue. Really high converting video.
Towel, and this is where I use the normal towel. That's gross. Here's the catch. The name brand version of this thing is crazy expensive. So I found the same quality one for half the price on the TikTok shop. But these things are selling like hot potatoes, so make sure to grab it before it's gone again.
So his call to action is saying the name brand one of these is so expensive, but I actually found a really better deal. It's right here in the TikTok shop. Everyone's been flocking to get these, so get it right now in the TikTok shop. They're selling like hotcakes. Amazing call to action. He shows the problem that, hey, and this is another call to action that I'm not going to present it here, but showing the price comparison, saying, this is the best price on the internet. It converts people from, those viewers and savers into buyers. You don't want savers, you want buyers, right? And by saying like, there's no better price on the internet, you want to keep people right on your video. You don't want people leaving your video to go to Amazon or Google to try and do some price comparison. You want people to think like, hey, this is the best place to get it. I need to get it right now. And you need to create so much impulse purchase right now in your call to action. And he did a really good job by saying like, this is the best price on the internet. It's cheaper than any other place. It's cheaper than on Amazon, on Shopify, on all these other platforms. You're not going to find a cheaper one on the internet. So get it right here in the TikTok shop. I left the cheapest link right here. And when you do that, and it all leads up from your meat and potatoes, there's so much trust built involved because he shows the product in so much better uses. And that's why this video converted so well. And this last one we're going to talk about here, 4.69 million views, over $200,000 in revenue. Crazy. Of course, comfort's blowing up. Women, when they do call to actions, are way more convincing because they're more trustworthy. And women, we all know women buy more stuff online. And so when you can sell as a woman, you're gonna crush it, right? But this video did so well. She drives so much emotion. I hope they still have your size still in stock. Get in the TikTok shop. She has so much authenticity, so much indifference to the sale that she converts so well on this video. Let's take a look.
And the best part, it does have the pockets. I do roll my shorts one just because I'm a little short, but you don't have to do that. I really hope they still have your sizes by the time you see this video, but here's all the colors. This is the mint, there is the baby blue, the lavender, the canary, and then the bubblegum and the peach I showed you. Don't treat yourself while they're on sale.
So throughout this entire video, she talks about the product. She's in FaceTime mode. She's so organic and so natural in front of the camera. She talks about the product. It's so convincing. You feel like you believe her. You actually trust her. And by the end of the video, she just keeps playing into that role. Like, hey, I hope they still have your size. I'm going to leave a link down below. They have all these sizes. Get it while you still can. Boom. Amazing call to action. Indifferent from the sale. And this video converted so incredibly well. Now, I always get questions. How do I actually find inspiration for the creativity of a product? And just understand that content is a lottery ticket game. It's a lot about volume. Of course, you want to put a lot of value, be creative in every single video. What I recommend people at the start is just post as many videos as you can rapidly. 3, 4, 5 plus videos a day if you can. I know affiliates are posting 10 plus videos a day. You want to just get as many reps in as humanly possible. And the video doesn't have to be perfect. Just send it out there. You're going to learn throughout the entire process. But when it actually comes to finding creativity, what I like to do is I like to look at what's already working. So I look at all the videos that I just looked at right now. I found them on other platforms. I see what they're doing really good. And what I do is I like to implement the 80-20 rule, basically copying what works. And content's an art, like I mentioned, but you want to play in your strengths, like talking about goofiest goober way at the beginning. But you want to take 80% of a video that you really like, that you feel like you could replicate, and you want to implement 20% of your own creativity and play into your strengths. That is how I personally make my viral videos. I look at, see what's happening. I see what's popping off right now. I see what people are liking. And then I just convert that video into my own style, 80% the exact same when it comes to the script, the filming, the cuts, the text, everything like that. And 20% I'll add on whatever I feel like that I can just make it a little bit more creative and I can add a little bit more spice. The next part is studying the crap out of this viral content stuff. I mean, if you just immerse yourself yourself in TikTok shop space, looking at the videos that are going viral. You see it so many times. You understand what videos are popping off. You understand what they're doing with the call to action. You understand how they're keeping people retained throughout the entire video. The liking, the comment, the engagement. How are they rage baiting people in the comments? All these things are so incredibly important to understand. All these things are so incredibly important to be immersed in. So what I like to do is I like to go through calidata.com and thedailyvirals.com. These are two platforms I like to look at for winning products not only, but also winning videos and winning affiliates, a lot of creatives. So definitely check these out. Calidata is really cool because you can see all the products, but the Daily Virals is really cool. It's an affiliate tool that people have been using recently in the past month and launched like a month ago. But it has the top performing videos on the affiliate side, and you can see the style that they're making. And it's just really cool to see what's kind of trending on TikTok Shop. And the last one, I didn't list it here, but just going through your burner account, like going through your burner method and just looking at how people are creating the product, having anticipation throughout the entire video, how people are converting the people at the very end with the call to action. So incredibly important. Just be immersed in this entire space. And the last part is not really a creativity part, but it's more of a mindset thing. You want to program your brain to see red cars. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by the red car? There's a red car theory. Basically, if you were just driving your car and you get to your destination, I asked you, how many red cars did you see? You wouldn't be able to answer that because you'd be like, well, I wasn't counting any red cars. I wasn't actively looking out for red cars. Now, let's say that the next time you get in your car, me personally, I'll pay you $50 for every red car that you spot from here to here. Then your next drive, you're going to be sure to count every single red car, right? You'll be actively looking for it. That's exactly how opportunity works. That's exactly how going viral works. You have to be actively looking for how to go viral. So when you're on social media, stop using it for entertainment. That is the secret. What's the point of having social media if you're not making money on it? And it's great. Like, you're watching this video, you want to make money, but now you really only want to use social media to make money. And the only way to do that is to remove entertainment from the equation. You're not trying to get entertained on this platform. What I've been able to do is program my brain to not think about social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok. I don't think about going on there to be entertained, to watch some cool thing. I'm not looking for news sources. I'm not looking for what's happening or what's trending, like in the, like what's funny or what. I don't look for those things anymore. I only look for how to go viral. That's how I program my brain. So one thing I like to do is go down a rabbit hole. So I challenge you, the next viral video you see, over 1 million likes, I want you to go down a rabbit hole. What did that video do so well? Check out all the comments. Why are people saving it? Maybe even go on the Calidata, look at that video, look at the analytics. Go look at their page. That's another big one. Like, people don't do that. It's like when they're scrolling through on social media, they don't actually look at the page. Look at the other videos that they're posting. Look at the description on every single video. Look at the songs that they're constantly using. Look at their username, the logo image, what's in their description of the post, what's in the description of their actual account handle. All these things, I love doing it, going down a rabbit hole. And that's the only way for you to get immersed in the space to understand what goes viral. So look for the red cars. Keep out actively looking for winning viral formulas, because going viral and creating viral content is ultimately an art, and it's a skill that can be learned, but you have to be so immersed in it in order to do so. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to check out all the resources down in the description, especially the inner circle. We have guys like Vince, Joe, Donovan, Paul. People are making tens of thousands of dollars per month by creating in-house viral content. So if you need some one-on-one guidance and assistance of creating viral content and blowing up your TikTok shop seller, just fill out the application form. There's a couple questions in there to see if you're a good fit, and hopefully I see you inside. Besides that, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.